Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Abigail and I make videos about special needs health issues and feeding tubes. But today's video is going to be a little bit different. In today's video, I'm going to be answering some of the most common questions that I get asked as a special needs adult. Now, I don't have these questions written down. These are just questions that I have gotten asked in the past from people. And I thought that some people on here might also like the answer to these questions or might also have some of the same questions. So, the first question is, do I answer every question that I get asked by people? And I would say, for the most part, yes. There's maybe a couple of things that I may not feel comfortable putting out there, just to people other than family, but I would say most things I'm pretty open on answering, especially when it comes down to my disability or one of my diagnoses, health issues and things like that. Another question that people seem to wonder, this is not a question that I have answered in a long time, but it has been a question in the past, and the question is, do I see myself working a job or being able to work like a go-to job? And the answer to that question is no. Let me back up a little bit, because I think I've talked about this in the past. Several years ago, I used to work at a daycare. And at that specific daycare that I worked at, it was before my feeding tube, and the Pacific daycare I worked at, they had it where they had a teacher and a helper. So I was the helper, but then there was also a teacher in that same classroom. So it wasn't like I was working alone. And we kind of worked together. And so in that specific situation, I was able to work. But it was only for a few hours. It was from 8 o'clock in the morning to until about, I think, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And they didn't pay very much. Which is another thing. I'm on disability, so I couldn't really work a job that paid very much because of that. But as far as my, I don't know, skills of understanding level of being able to work a job without some kind of help, I don't think that I would be able to do that. And that's the whole reason I'm on disability. But yeah, I did work at a daycare for a short time. Because it paid enough where I could work and still get my check. Plus, there was help. It wasn't just me doing it all by myself. So yeah. As far as having a go-to job, I don't think that I would be able to do that because of my disability. Um, but I do want to say that in the future, I would like to adopt, and that is something that I feel like I would be able to do. So that's like some of my future plans. Um, the next question is am I going to have kids? And the answer to that is yes and no. Like I said, I do plan to adopt in the future, but as far as having like biological kids, no. People get really confused about this. So, my birth defect, I can still have kids, like, but, um, the reason I'm choosing not to is because my birth defect makes it where, like, several of my insides are in the wrong spot. I have a hernia, I have gastroparesis, which is where part of my stomach is paralyzed from a previous surgery. And so there's just a lot of things between my health issues and my birth defect that would make it dangerous. So, anyways, yes to kids, but no biological kids because of my birth defect. Between my birth defect and my health issues, it would make it dangerous. Um, I'm trying to think of another one. Um, Another one is, am I able to completely take care of my pump by myself? Like if I'm not um like with my parents, and the answer is yes. I've had my feeding tube for almost a year now, so I know exactly how it works. I know what I'm doing. I actually, since my feeding tube placement, I have went to like a friend's house to spend the night, and was totally fine. Did it completely on my own, so um, I am able to completely take care of it on my own without help. Okay, so I am able to completely take care of my feeding tube on my own without help. Um, so yeah, even like going out of town, I can do. Um, Now like I don't like to go to things where I like spend the night for like nights and nights, like several nights is what I mean. But um, like being gone for like a few hours or even like 24 hours is fine. Um, I haven't recently went anywhere to like spend the night somewhere else because I've been having some heart rate issues where it's causing me to um make my heart feel like it's racing and having some fainting episodes, so I have not recently went like anywhere else to spend the night because I kind of get nervous right now to be anywhere besides home. Um, I don't think right now I have really anywhere that I would really go like anyways and like I don't know, spend the night anywhere, but like if if I was going to, like if we were like going on like a family vacation or something were to come up like that which I mean we have nothing planned right now. We're not planning on going on a vacation this year, but I'm just saying if we had something planned, then obviously I would want to make sure that I'm okay before we go like too far, like, out of town. I do know that my doctor's appointment that I have at the heart doctor in April is going to be out of town. We won't have to spend the night there or anything like that. It's far enough to be considered out of town for us, but it's not like so far that we have to spend the night anywhere. So, anyways, I hope that was, I don't know. Hope y'all could understand all of that and that all that made sense. Um, I wanted to do another Q&A where y'all ask me questions, but I've only gotten one question on that. So go to my community tab, and then under where it says March Q&A, put your comments down below. I only have like one comment right now, but these are just kind of like more like medical issues slash health issues Q&A. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.